I just finished watching the Netflix series Squid Game and was absolutely blown away. The South Korean drama centered around a game where people try to escape the harsh reality of the debt in the outside world by winning a grand $38 million prize if they can come out on top in a series of children's games. Now, during my watch, the moment they mentioned the children's games, my thoughts immediately pointed to Pokemon. What if Pokemon were to participate in these endeavors? What if we took the first 456 Pokemon in the Pokedex, threw them onto a boat, dropped them onto an island, and began the Pokemon Squid Games? Well, this is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. My name is Cosmo. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and let the Pokemon Squid Games begin. I will say this video does contain spoilers for the show, so if you haven't watched it yourself, go on Netflix, give it a nice binge, and come back to this video. I'll wait for you. Now to start things off, round 1, red light, green light. There is a lot of random elements to this game. Just not going the correct speed, going too fast when you're expected to stop. There's a lot of variables in these Pokemon that can cause them to lose. So when I took a look at all of the Pokemon in this challenge that we were starting with, I determined that flying types or anything with wings, it's going to be really difficult for them to just stop moving, so they kind of just lose automatically. Pokemon that are fire types with flames, or Pokemon with tails, or serpent-esque Pokemon are going to be really hard to keep completely still when that red light comes up. Pokemon that are really slow, Pokemon that are really immobile also have a really bad time completing this challenge, because we have to remember that there is a time limit in red light, green light, so the Pokemon have to be able to make it across in a reasonable amount of time as well. Now, if we want to just take a look here, we have the winners. These are all the Pokemon that I determined would actually make it through the challenge. Yam is there, just a really fast one. I could get through it and stop really easily, just go on the ground. But yeah, there are just a ton of Pokemon that did make it. But then, unfortunately, some of your favorites may have ended up in the losers category. There was just some Pokemon that would not be able to make it through, whether that be Dugtrio making a ruckus in the ground, or Tentacruel with its many tentacles it would have to control. Just Pokemon that jump around or fly around, or like Onix or Steelix where they're so massive and rocks are spinning. It would just be really tough. So these are the Pokemon that did not make it, and let's get into the next game. For the cookie challenge, it was very simple. I just basically determined the Pokemon that can actually cut out the shapes. There are many Pokemon that are bipedal, or they don't have arms, or they just simply would not be able to be accurate enough to cut out the different shapes. The star, the umbrella, the circle. Like, these are mostly Pokemon remaining from the red light, green light challenge that would not do so well in this challenge. So this is actually going to be a huge wipe for most of the Pokemon. There are definitely a lot more losers in this round than the last one. As we can see, there are just Pokemon like Tyrogue that just have weird hands, Tyranitar that they're just too big and they're too strong to really get the cookie out. And then there's just Pokemon like Trapinch that would literally just eat the cookie, Munchlax that would just eat the cookie. So there are just Pokemon that simply cannot cut out the shapes in any sort of accuracy, or they would just destroy them. So guys, this is going to be the winners and the losers of the challenge. For Tug of War in the show, they basically had characters team up for teams of 8. Now, this was done by choosing the strongest people, the people they trust the most, and the people that they care about the most within the challenge. With this, it's kind of hard to determine that because Pokemon are, you know, just on a list, right? We're just going from a list. So I decided to randomize the teams, and this is what we came up with. So let's see how they do against each other. So to start things off, Nuzleaf and Regice get a free pass. They don't have enough members to make their own team, so they're brought onto the next round automatically. Now the team that will take home the W is Team 2 here. Ditto is able to transform into Sceptile, being a strong frontman. Ursaring is super strong. Kadabra being able to pull the rope with its psychic powers. Machoke is just strong. Lombre's got some decent grip. Lediba has 6 hands, which is super useful, and Drowsy also being able to provide some psychic support. Team 1 just not good enough to get through it in this case, with Scyther, Sneasel, and Sandslash really hindering them. But the next team, Machamp, Very, very strong Pokemon. Garchomp, really strong Pokemon. Haunter, able to grab with its grippy ghost hands. Persian, being able to provide some sort of support. Exeggutor, being able to use psychic powers. Riolu, and Hypno and Toxicroak also being decent Pokemon for this challenge. Now, unfortunately, this next team with Kabutops, Metagross, Grovyle, etc., Team 5, they are not able to win. They just... Kabutops, Metagross, Kingler, Parasect, just not good Pokemon for Tug of War. So, that, and with the psychic powers of Mewtwo and Gardevoir, there's no contest. Marowak and Cubone, also that mother and son bond, it's just gonna bring it home. Now, the next one here, the final Tug of War, goes to Team 7. Feraligatr, Slowking, Furret, Alakazam, Floatzel, Smeargle, Blaziken, Lucario. Just a lot of very, very good Pokemon for this kind of a challenge. Very strong Pokemon. Alakazam with that immense psychic power, able to pull the rope. Same with Slowking, and then the sheer strength from Blaziken and Feraligatr, and Smeargle also being able to provide some utility in this case. That's going to be the Tug of War challenge. These are the winners and the losers, bringing down the number so much in just 3 rounds. Let's get into the 4th. In marbles, we basically decide using heads or tails. These are a 50-50 each. Cubone is going to come out on top against its own mother. Gardevoir against Mewtwo. Pikachu against Paris, the old man. Alakazam against Kadabra. Gabite against Garchomp. Blaziken against Machamp. Ursaring against Machoke. Drowsy wins against Hypno. Ladybug against Meowth. Feraligatr against Slowking. Haunter against Smeargle. Nuzleaf against Lombre. Toxicroak against Exeggutor. Riolu against Lucario. Kingler against Persian. And Floatzel against Regice. This is a crazy round. We see Pokemon lose Pokemon that mean a lot to them, and it is truly heartbreaking, but we do also see the top 16. Furret was whisked away and did not return from the guards. Going into the glass challenge, Cubone goes right away. Gardevoir taking 2 steps. Pikachu coming up. Alakazam surely behind. But then Gardevoir takes another step, actually gets it. Everything from the back moving up. But then Gardevoir goes through the glass. Pikachu makes a risky move, jumps ahead, and now everyone is lining up behind Pikachu. Pikachu goes, and unfortunately, you know, all these coin tosses can't be good, right? Everyone keeps moving up, and Alakazam actually does something very, very interesting. Looking at the rules, there isn't anything that specifically states you have to step in the glass. So Blaziken jumps over Alakazam all the way to the end, because Blaziken can actually go really far with its jumps, and Alakazam uses its telekinetic powers to push it all the way over, and everyone moves up. Gabite, now leading the pack, goes down. Ursaring moves up, everyone along with him. And then Ursaring is the next one to go down, with Drowsy now leading the pack and everyone almost on the board. Drowsy is having some second thoughts, but decides to go and unfortunately does not make the right decision. Ladybug and everyone moving up. Now everyone is at least on 1 piece of tempered glass. Ladybug makes a lucky move twice, and everyone moves up along with it. Only a couple more glasses left for them to be crowned the winners. Ladybug making the wrong decision, moving up. Feraligatr now leading the pack. Very scary stuff, but makes the right decision and falls on the next one. This brings Haunter to the very front. Now Haunter is just a ghost, so Haunter's just going to go all the way to the end. This confuses the rest of the Pokemon, but Nuzleaf is now leading the pack, and Nuzleaf is feeling very, very scared. Moves up, but gets it right, and then unfortunately makes the wrong decision, which allows Toxicroak to come in, and basically now it's just a 50-50 of who's going to make it. 3 Pokemon will make it, but unfortunately Toxicroak will not be one of them. That is going to be the top 6, our 6 finalists in the Pokemon Squid Game Challenge! The Last Supper, one final meal before the final event. Kingler easily makes work of Riolu. A brutal, brutal kill. But then Floatzel comes in with a massive, massive Hydro Pump against Blaziken. This leaves it between Alakazam and Haunter, and there is no shot Haunter has a single chance. So the top 3 will be Alakazam, Kingler, and Floatzel. This is it, the end of the Squid Game. 3 finalists. How is it gonna go down? Well, I thought about this in the most logical way. Using damage calculations and just knowledge of Pokemon, Kingler would go down immediately to 1 Psychic from Alakazam. But at this time, Floatzel will be able to land a big Hydro Pump onto Alakazam, dealing most of its health, leaving it with just minimal HP. And before Alakazam gets a chance to use Psychic and KO Floatzel, Floatzel is actually able to land an Aqua Jet, a priority move allowing it to go first, taking down Alakazam, meaning that out of 456 Pokemon, Floatzel is the absolute champion, winner of the $38 million. Congratulations, Floatzel. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.